Hey, fellow entrepreneurs, Dave Bykowski here. I'm a retired registered nurse. I worked critical care for 27 years. My passion, however, has been holistic health, and I had a wellness center that I operated for 12 years. That was 10 years ago. And this is my 45th year in the home based business, direct sales, MLM, or network marketing, whatever you choose to call it. I thought I'd come on here and just give you some pointers that I think will be helpful to you. You're going to get a lot of advice from a lot of different people, and you're going to pick out what works with you. And then, more importantly, you're going to develop your own style. And everybody starts out from the beginning, okay? And so I just wanted to say that what some of the things that I do now after many years is that when I evaluate something, the first thing I want to do is I want to have something that's unique. And when I say that is I don't want to be competing with other companies. For instance, there's a lot of companies out there with the diet product. And I don't want to get into a debate with people about whose product is better than whose. I just don't want to do that. Or an energy product. I don't want to say, well, my energy product's better than yours. I don't want to get into anything that is lotions and potions because there's a lot of them out there. And I don't want to get into that debate again about whose is better. I want something unique, something that stands out. I also want to look at a company and see that they're stable. How long they've been around? What kind of backing do they have? Are they financially secure? And then it's not the most important, but it's important, is what kind of compensation plan do they have? And it doesn't have to be the best in the world, but it has to be fair. Because I've seen some that are really good, but they didn't have a good product behind it. And I've seen some that weren't so good, but they had a great product behind it. And you can make money either way. So anyhow, with Vidify, I saw a unique product, very unique. I don't have to compete with anybody else with this. And the company's been around for 5 years. Just this last month, they had their fifth year. They're stable, and they have a great compensation plan. So one of the things that I talk about is, my grandmother, she used to win every year at the county fair. She'd win with her pie contest, and she had the best apple pie out there. And I can tell you and all my friends and everybody about how great my grandma's apple pie is. But it's not until you come over to my house and you sit down and I take that pie that I had my wife make or I've made, and I take that and I put it in your mouth with a nice glass of milk, that you experience that pie. And now you're going to say, hey, Dave, God, can I have that recipe? And then once I give you the recipe, then you're going to be doing the same thing. You're going to be telling people about Dave Bykowski's grandma's pie and how great it is. And then you're going to be having them taste it and giving them the ingredients. So if you don't talk, you can talk all day about it, okay? And it's good, and you got to talk. But you have to get this into somebody so that they can experience what you've been talking about. And see, when you talk about it, talk about your experience, they see the passion in you. And that's the selling point. You can talk all day, but I've seen people that have actually, believe it or not, have got into something and they haven't even taken the product themselves, but yet they're out there promoting it. Well, to me, that just doesn't make sense. You have to have passion for something, and to have passion, you have to experience it. Another thing, and I think another mistake we make, is that we start out by saying to people like our family and friends and our associates, hey, you want to make some extra money? Hey, I got this great opportunity, and you can make some money. Well, look that just to me is not the way to do it. I believe you have to be a product of the product. And again, you got to talk about the product. It's like this. If you decide you're gonna open up a Cajun restaurant, let's say, and you go up to your friend John and you say, "Hey John, I'm gonna open up a Cajun restaurant, but I need some investors. Would you be willing to invest?" Well, if John's smart, he's not going to invest in something like that because hey, it's hard to do a restaurant and it's hard to be successful with it. So if John's smart, he'd say, well, thanks, Dave, but I'll tell you what, I'll come to it, and if you got good food, I'll support it, and I'll tell my friends, okay? So then after a while, John's been coming to it, and he's liking the food, and every time he comes, there's a little bigger of a line to get in. You got to make reservations, and now it's been about a year, and the place has been crowded every time he's gone in there, and so now I go over to the table, and I sit down, and I say, hey, John, Thanks for coming in here and thanks for telling your friends. You know, I've got a lot of people that come from the south side of the city, and they're really pressuring me to open up another location. And I feel like I think I'm going to do it. What do you think about it? That? And John says, hey, yeah. He says, look, would you be interested in maybe, investing in that? Now, see, now John has experienced what's going on. He's seen the success of the restaurant that he's been coming to. Now he's more apt to invest and come into it. So you know what? It's the same thing. If you're in Vitify and you're excited about the product, what you want to tell your family and friends is, hey, you know what? I've got this new home business that I'm doing. I can't afford to open up my own store, but I'm going to do something out of my home, and I've got a great product I'd like to talk to you about, and I think it can help you. And I'd like to have your support. And if it does help you, maybe you continue to get it and you can tell your friends about it. See, that's a lot different. People are going to always want to help you. And if they know that you're doing something and you're opening up a business out of your home and you're not trying to push the business on them, you're trying to tell them that you're opening up this business to help other people and you want them to try it, and would they support you? They're more apt to do it. And then after they see your success, they may decide to say, hey, or they may be bringing you a lot of people, and you might say to them, hey, you know what? I appreciate you bringing me your friends and stuff, but have you ever thought, if you want, I can show you how you also can do this? Or they may say, hey, Dave, man, I really like this. Do you think that I could do this? There you go. So, there's different ways to do things, and you're going to pick the best one for you. There's a couple other things. Just know this. The person that gets the most no's gets the most yeses. In other words, don't be afraid of no. No just means not now. And the person that is talking to more people is obviously going to get the most no's, but they're also going to get the most yeses. And don't think that you have to know everything. That's another thing that people think, especially with the compensation plan. Know enough to get from point A to point B and have your sponsor help you with that. Watch the videos more than once, and always know that you have somebody above you, a sponsor or an upline, that you can get a hold of to help you or get you on a three-way. Just a few things that I just wanted to come on and talk. I'm probably one of the older guys or women in here, and I just wanted to impart a little bit of my gray whisker wisdom. And like I said, you're going to develop your own. You're going to hear a lot of different things. Do what resonates with you, and then develop your own special way to do things. Dave Bykowski saying, hey, have a great day, be well, and I'll see you at the bank. Bye-bye.